Hi guys, my name is Megan and welcome to this video. As you can tell from the title, today I am going to be teaching you guys a ton of stuff you need to know before you get a betta fish. So let's get started. So the reason why betta fish are one of the most neglected pets is because people, they don't do any of their own research at home before getting a betta fish. And they just go off to PetSmart or Petco thinking that the employees there are going to tell them everything that they need to know, which is not true. I'm not saying all of the Petco and PetSmart employees are like this, but a lot of the employees there don't really know the correct animal care, and often give out wrong information. So now I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the betta fish. So first, betta fish come in many different colors. They are a beautiful type of fish. That is why so many people enjoy having them. They are absolutely gorgeous, especially the male betta fish. Next, betta fish can live around 2 to 5 years. Unfortunately, a lot of betta fish end up living shorter than this due to bad care, but if you take great care of your betta fish, they can live a long time. So if you're wondering how much a betta fish costs, they can be around $15 at the pet store. It really depends what kind of betta is. They can be less than $15 or they can be more than $15. It really depends on the type of betta and where you're getting it from. Keep in mind though, even though the actual fish isn't that much money, you're going to end up spending a lot of money on the tank probably. My divided betta tank costs me around $90. Including all the plants and decorations and stuff. So now I am going to be telling you guys how to set up a betta fish tank and what you need to put in it and stuff like that. So in the wild, betta fish are found in small streams, which is why the number one myth about betta fish is that they can live in a tiny cup their entire life and be completely happy. This is not true at all. Betta fish need so much more space. The minimum tank for a betta fish is about 2.5 gallons. Some people even say that it should be 5 gallons. So yeah. And it's really sad because a lot of people put them in a way smaller tank than 2.5 gallons. They really shouldn't even sell tanks that are less than 2.5 gallons. So yeah, I would recommend for a tank size, anything between 2.5 gallons and 10 gallons. So now that I'm done explaining the tank size, I am going to talk about what you can put inside the tank. What you put inside the tank really depends on whether or not you want to have live plants in your tank. My tank, all of my plants are live. I really recommend live plants because first, they are very low maintenance. All I have to do, every once in a while, I have to trim this plant or I have to pick up some fallen leaves. Live plants are pretty much no maintenance. And also, they are really good for the quality of your water. And also, they just make your tank look really nice. And live plants are a lot better for your betta because it helps your water quality. So yeah, I would really recommend live plants over fake plants. So if you do choose to do live plants, for the substrate, you can use substrate that is made for plants. I don't, and my plants are totally fine. So that depends on what you want to do. You can do your own research on that. My plants have been totally fine on just plain sand. And also, if you want live plants, you must get some sort of lighting for your tank. If you don't have any live plants, then you don't need lighting for your tank. But if you have live plants, then you definitely do, because they need light to make their food. And other than the plants, you can put in some little fish, little figurine thingies. I have this adorable elephant, and I also have some rocks in there. Just make sure that they are safe for your fish. And also make sure that your tank has nothing sharp that might tear your Betta's fins, such as fake plants, because sometimes fake plants can have some sharp edges to it. So now I am going to talk about the filter. Your Betta fish tank must have a filter, because if you don't have a filter, then it's going to be very hard to keep your water nice and clear. My filter actually came with a tank, and I really like it. You can use a filter sort of like this one, or you can also use a sponge filter. There's many filters that you can use. Just check on Amazon and you will find lots of choices. Whatever you choose, though, must have a very low current, because since betta fish have such long fins, they don't swim very well when the tank has a really high current, and that can really stress them out. My filter kind of has a strong current to it, so what I did, I cut a water bottle and I just put it on there. Here, let me show you. I put it on there like that, so it will slow down the current a little bit. So now I want to talk about the temperature of the water. So betta fish are tropical fish, so their water should be around, it should be around the high 70s, 78 degrees. So most likely you're going to need a heater. I personally don't have a heater because I live in Florida, so my room is always really hot. And also the light also heats up the water a little bit. So yeah, at the moment I don't have a heater, but I might get one in the future. I don't know. But if your water is always cold, then you must get a heater. So when you first decide you're going to get a betta fish, you probably want to hurry up and set the tank up right away. Then right after you're done, run to the pet store, get the fish, and then just throw it in the tank. Sadly though, it doesn't work that way. You're going to have to wait a little bit. So the reason why you're going to have to wait a little bit is because when your betta fish eats, it then poops, and betta fish poop creates something called ammonia. And ammonia can be very bad for your fish. And if your tank has too much ammonia, then it can really make your fish sick. So in order to control this ammonia from hurting your fish, you are going to have something in your tank called beneficial bacteria. And because the beneficial bacteria will eat away the ammonia and stop it from hurting your fish. And beneficial bacteria, it can't grow really, really fast. So if you get your fish tank and set it up right away, and then go to your fish store and then get your fish and put it in the tank right away, then there is no beneficial bacteria to eat away the ammonia when your fish creates waste, and then you will have a ton of ammonia in your tank, which can hurt your fish. And to start the cycle, you can pop in a little bit of fish food in your tank to, start it. So yeah, I hope I explained that okay. I hope you kind of understood that. So now I'm going to really quickly talk to you guys about feeding your betta fish. So you want to feed your betta fish pretty much every day. I just feed my betta fish these little pellets. I feed them 3 pellets every single day. And yeah, and they really like them. They always eat them. And so yeah, you can just feed your betta fish this. So now I want to talk about cleaning your betta fish tank. You probably want to clean your betta fish tank probably like at least once a month, I would say. I'm not sure. It depends how big your tank is. So yeah, maybe like at least once a month, I would say. So when you clean your betta fish tank, you don't want to just dump out all the water and then just scrub the entire tank, because that will get rid of all the beneficial bacteria, and like I said before, that can cause problems. So instead, when your fish tank needs a cleaning, you want to just take out 50, 25, 10% of the water and just throw that water away, and then get new water. And now is a pretty good time to mention that any water that you put into your betta fish tank must be dechlorinated, because chlorine is very bad for any type of fish and it can kill them. So yeah, you want to dechlorinate your fish water with some water conditioner. And also, sometimes your fish tank might get some algae on the side of the glass. So what I have is just this little scrubby thingamajiggy to just wipe it off. So yeah, just remember when you're cleaning your betta fish tank, don't dump out all the water. Instead, take out 10% or 25% of the water. I don't know, something like that. Before I end the video, I just want to mention that if you got a betta fish a while back and you're just figuring out now how to actually take care of them, it's never too late. You can always change your betta's life and make it happier. I actually have had many bettas in the past that I kept in little tiny bowls with barely any water, but now I know better, and I will never keep another fish in that condition ever again. Luna, my blue betta fish, actually lived in a 1-gallon tank for about a year, and then I realized what I was doing wrong, and I realized that she was getting very, very sick, and that's when I ended up getting the divided tank, and he is doing so much better, and he is swimming around so much, because before he would just sit on the bottom of the tank all day and do absolutely nothing. So that was the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more adorable animal videos. And also, if you would like to see any more betta fish videos in the future, then comment what type of videos you would like to see. Thanks for watching. Bye!